Mortal Engines was directed by Christian Rivers, produced by Peter Jackson, and is about a young woman named Hester Shaw in a post-apocalyptic world where cities drive around on wheels. Some are larger than others, like London, and they eat smaller cities to help power their city. And Hester eventually teams up with a guy named Tom. Both of them were wronged by Hugo Weaving's character named Valentine, to go after him and try to stop a conspiracy. The trailers will have you believe that this is Peter Jackson's next film that he directed. The marketing doesn't have much confidence in its director. In fact, there are actual people I know who talk about movies for a living who legit thought Peter Jackson directed this movie. It's bound to become one of those Nightmare Before Christmas scenarios. Like, a lot of people think that film was directed by Tim Burton, when it was really Henry Selick. This film has so much going for it, behind the scenes and in front of the camera. It's a gorgeous looking film with amazing visual effects, production design. Christian Rivers was an uncredited storyboard artist on most of Peter Jackson's films. He directed a small feature which I've never seen or even heard of according to his IMDb account, so this is his first gigantic film with so much going on, and it's gorgeous to look at, but it's pretty dull in every other aspect. I wasn't invested in a single character in this movie. The character I understood the most and cared about the most was this kind of robot zombie thing they refer to as the Resurrected. Besides that, the rest of the characters are just pieces that are shifted in and out of frame to propel the plot along. They try to delve into the backstory of these characters, and they do, but all of it feels so familiar and so derivative of other things. This film owes its soul to so many other better films. Howl's Moving Castle, one of the biggest ones, another film by Miyazaki, Castle in the Sky, or the Mad Max films. Most recently, it even has a score by Junkie XL, which hits you so hard in the early scenes that it feels like you're watching the finale of the movie, even though it's the first 10 minutes. Mortal Engines feels like the third film in a trilogy. Like we've had two films already that are leading to this gigantic finale. But there's no films that have preceded this. The development isn't there. It feels like that's what should have happened with this movie that we're watching. It's like it ignores all of those usual things you need in a film so big, with so many characters like this. It feels like we need so much more story to understand the importance of the events going on, because the film treats everything as so hyper serious that you can't really have much fun with it either. The attempts at humor usually fall pretty flat, and the gorgeous art, production, and costume design and visual effects are mostly wasted because you just don't give a shit about what's going on, which is really unfortunate because there's a lot of talent in this movie. I mean, Fran Walsh and Peter Jackson writing the screenplay, this should have been amazing. Even the ending owes itself to another film, which I won't get into, but it just feels like a bunch of movies we've seen before that were better than this. I'm going to give Mortal Engines a C-. Guys, thank you so much as always for watching. Look forward to more reviews very soon. I have a lot of stuff to cover before Christmas time. You guys are the best as always. If you like this, you can click right here and get Stuckmannized.